Very good evening. So I need a big smile from each one of your face in this current situation of the world. We need to celebrate our participation here, and thank you very much. Hearty welcome from Sea Change Consulting. And before we kickstart the session, I thought I'll share a few thoughts with you. First, to introduce my partner, founder, CEO of Sea Change Consulting, Mr. S. Prakash, to share an insight on why we do this workshop. Because we've been doing quite a lot of workshops month on month, sometimes 2 workshops in a month. Same hall for several months now. Especially this workshop, which is just about 2-hour workshop, 4 speakers, and each speaker has about 30 minutes time to share their insights on different topics. Why we do and how it's going to help each one of us, industry, professionals, students, academia, so on and so forth. So may I request Mr. Prakash to share his thoughts.
Good evening, friends. It was way back in 1969, I think, when the first landing on the moon happened. I was 6 years then, and my dad was reading out from the paper as to how these things unfolded. Even now, it's a miracle to look at how scientifically things are happening and how advanced we have grown. And those days, I still couldn't believe. As a child, there was one question that was running in my mind continuously. How do these people actually eat out there? How is it possible for them to eat? So at some point of time, my father started explaining the process of how these people survive out there and how the whole thing is miniaturized and brought as a capsule so that they can eat, because they cannot excrete out there. So they have to really be choosy of what they eat and how they eat, and yet they have to stay for a long time, and the nourishment of the body and everything has to be taken care of. That actually, when I'm looking back at what we are doing right now, it's something that connects well to me. Many of you are like astronauts. If you look at how cricket has evolved as a game, way back, I remember there was one test match that I read the coverage about between South Africa and England. And the game had been abandoned after about 10 days of play because the ship had to leave the harbour and the England team had to leave. And it was called as a draw. And people still had time to sit through those stuffs. Today, if you really look at it, Friday test matches have gone, and it has moved on to one day, way back in 70s, and now T20. Now 100-ball cricket is getting famous, and even that people don't have the time to watch it fully. There they want to fast forward and watch. Unless it's a Chris Gale innings, you can afford to fast forward everything else. So what is exactly happening is people want more and more and more and more in lesser and lesser time. So when we are initially looking at launching these workshop series, what was running in our head was how to package for the busy executives and the C-suite people who turn up here, to give them something of substance which they would be able to go back, assimilate, put it as like a tablet format, and it should sort of grow inside and take care of the nourishment of their thinking and the ability to manage and run the business profitably. If you look at a term which became famous in 1987, which people are still grappling with, the acronym called VUCA. Many of you might have gone through this, at least theoretically. A lot of people flash a lot of knowledge about it. The volatility, the uncertainty, the ambiguity, and the complexity of the world that continuously hits us. I was yesterday in a meeting with a few of my colleagues with one of the top NBFC CEOs of Chennai. And they were saying that they had their entire annual plan to unfold, and they didn't know what happened. Within a gap of about 3 days, the virus attack actually hit them. In the sense that the board said, let's all wait and watch. Next 1, 2 to 3 weeks, we don't want to do anything because we really don't know what is going to be the financial implication. Being a financial company, they could not take the call of proceeding further. So what they have done is to decide to take 1 day at a time, and we had a nice discussion where we were talking about the importance of learning in such times when you have nothing else to do but to worry about who is coughing, who is wearing a mask, what's going to happen, who will turn up for the office or not, how will it affect my top line, bottom line. And we're speaking about the importance of learning. And one of our colleagues was sharing, who is going to also present about the leadership and development, learning and development perspective, that why learning is so critical and how from learning every other perspective really unfolds in an organization. And this is exactly the context behind these 10x workshops or the mastermind workshops. We want to give maximum package in the minimum of time, and like a T20 or a T10 or a 100 ball match, every ball has to be interesting and fascinating. If you spend a movie today, and they spend 300, 400, 500 crores in making of a movie to ensure that every frame is engaging. Because the moment it's not engaging, people go out, or mentally they're off and they start Instagramming or WhatsApping saying what a lovely movie I'm sitting through. So like that, we were looking at packaging information of the highest order in such a way that you will not know exactly how the next 2 hour would be going. And every minute is going to be really interesting. Lot of information has gone through. We are told, as Mr. Anand was saying in the beginning, what they can say in 1 or 2 days, they have to share it with you in about half an hour's time. Whatever topic they take up, they won't pack so much of punch that you'll be asking them to, please slow down, we need to take notes, mental or otherwise. So that is the kind of packaging we're looking at these kind of workshops. It also helps us to refresh in some way. We also record and put it in YouTube later so that people who miss can also take a glimpse of how the world is going. Specifically in this VUCA world, it is important that we continuously update so that we move from confusions, we move from ambiguity to clarity and better thinking, so that how we decide, how we learn, and all those things, how it impacts our top line and bottom line becomes more assured and more certain. So with this intention, we started the series of workshops, and this is the second in series that we are doing. The next 2 hours, I can promise you that we have the best of the offerings for you. There are 4 topics, 4 great speakers who are going to come one after another. There will be a short tea break, a strategic tea break in between, so that you'll have time to digest what happened in the first hour and 2 topics. And then we'll have another 2 topics before you think what time it is, it will be over. So once again, a hearty welcome for all of you who have taken the risk of venturing out into a closed room. We don't know who is carrying what in this world. We know one thing for certain, people here carry a lot of knowledge which we wanted to take back and go. Thank you, welcome again. Let's see how we are going to learn the maximum in the next 2 hours time. Thank you. Over to the staff.
We'd like to invite all the 4 speakers up front to give a token of love before they start the session. I'll introduce them perhaps when the slot comes.